Hi there, welcome to the channel. I'm Billy the Lake Groomer, and this is going to be a benchmark test of Executive Man by Stirling. So this was a sample puck, which I turned into a shave stick last week or maybe it was last week or the week before. I didn't feel like face lathering today, so I just scooped about a half a teaspoon off the end of it. I don't know if you can see that's concave, but that's one of the nice things about these shave sticks, right, is that you can fit a lot of them into a small space, right, on the counter, and then you can face lather or bowl lather, whatever you want, you know? I don't know, maybe it's silly, but I think it's kind of cool. So I've put a bit into my copper lathering bowl with about a half a milliliter of warm filtered water, and I've got my fender hand brush, synthetic, and I'm going to be using my Merkur 34C with a second use Astra blade. So let me get to lathering here. Let me just re-dip the brush, squeeze it out a bit, and see what I can make happen here. So if you're wondering why I use water from a cup, that's actually warm filtered water. Our water here is fairly hard, and I just prefer using the filtered water, and I just filter it. It's from the same filter we use for our drinking water. It's just a Brita pitcher. So this is actually, because the Stirlings are not really hard, Stirling's not a really hard soap, right? I'm pretty sure this is the beef towel base here. It's actually seems to be breaking up, lathering up kind of quickly. There's still a little chunk in there, but I'm going to go ahead and put 1 milliliter of water in here. I'm using a dropper because I actually want to exercise a little bit of control, which was always my problem before. So I was getting that control for free when I was face lathering because I was just dipping the tips of the brush, the tip of the brush into the water, and that was automatically controlling the amount of water I added. But when I was bowl lathering before, I just went to the sink, and sometimes I got a good amount and sometimes I got way too much. So this is turning out to be, using the dropper, which is an idea I got from Uncle Lori, this is turning out to be a great option. And this lather is actually, I don't know if you can see that, it's actually looking pretty nice. I think I'm going to put 1 more mil. Okay, about. So for once, I have the house to myself. It's the afternoon, and I don't have to worry about waking somebody up with my talking. So I can talk for real on a video, which means this is probably going to be a slightly longer video. But anyway, I hope you're all doing well, that this week is going well, and July is being good to you. Still have a lot of work to get done myself. But projects come to an end eventually. You just have to sort of trust and believe that that's going to happen. I think this looks, that's looking pretty good to me. I'm going to call that done. I'm going to trust that this is enough to get me through at least 2 full passes. I'm sure it will be. Although, you know what? I am going to mine just a little bit off of there and try to put it onto the brush. Yes, I was able to leave it on the brush. Okay, but the rest is going to become part of my rinse water slash pre-shave water, whatever. Okay, so I haven't had a shower. Well, that is actually very slick. But I did wash my face really well, and put a hot towel on for a few minutes. And that's usually been good enough. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty slick. I think this is gonna work out okay. And maybe I won't even have to face lather any. But you know I probably will. Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit. So I just dip that. Well, I'm just going to brush it in first. That side, a little bit here. A little bit of water on my neck. All right, let's do this. A little bit more water. One more time with the water, and that's it. Okay, I promise that's the end of it. I'm just going to smooth it out. If I wasn't doing this on video, I'd probably keep going, but you know, I don't have even quite a full day's worth of growth here yet, so I'm going to trust that this is good enough. I'm going to trust Stirling. They're trustworthy. All right, I'm going to call that good. I hope that didn't take too long or it wasn't too boring. Good enough. Put a little bit more water into my bowl here. All right, let us begin. Oh yeah, that feels nice. You know, Stirling soaps I find, so I typically buy sample pucks because I like variety, right? So I have never bought a full tub of Stirling. Yeah, you pay a little bit more. But I find I've got so much other stuff that they seem to last me quite a while. Anyway. I definitely like second use Astra better than first. Okay, that was good. All right, so So this soap smells really great. Now, I've read that it's supposed to be modeled or based on a cologne called Creed Aventus, which I have never smelled. So I can't tell you how faithful it is to that. And from what I'm picking up here, oh, it's really hard for me to tell. It's like it's really kind of like a blend of scents. I'm sure there are people who could smell this and tell you right away what's in here. I'm not one of those people. And that's why I go back to the rinse bowl. And this is why I'm going to turn the gimbal tracking on, which I quite frequently forget to do for some reason. Ugh. This soap really does feel very good. I like this lather. That's gross. I don't know why I'd always do that. Well, I don't always do it, but I don't really think about it, and I just plug up my nostrils. Okay. Second pass. I'm actually going to do my full neck because the irritation that I had last week seems to be mostly gone. So let's see. Super smooth. All right. This is actually against the grain, and against and across, I should say. And I can go against up here, but not down here. Okay. I just snorted that halfway up my nose. All right, here we go. Oh, glorious. Oh, gave myself a weeper there. Oh, see, this is my problem. I underwater and I let the soap go dry as a consequence. I got to learn to have some more patience when lathering. Maybe it's a little more than just a weeper. Uh-oh. That means somebody's home? Or is that a delivery? Oh, I gave myself one. So I shouldn't have gone down the side of my neck. So I don't think I was ready. I feel like I'm huffing and puffing, like I just hiked a couple miles. And when I watch other shavers on YouTube, they always seem to be so much cleaner than I am when it comes to, you know, getting all the lather off their faces. Wow, that's really slick still. So wow, that's really slick. I'm gonna have to rinse a bit with warm water. I usually just rinse cold. Okay, there we go. So when I talk during a video, like really talk, also I feel like I can't cut as much out because I don't know when I'm going to say what. When I narrate a video, it's not like I write a script, but I do watch the video a couple times and kind of order in my head, like, wow, here I'm going to mention this, there I'm going to mention that. And then I can go back and it's like, I don't need to say that there. I can cut a piece out and summarize it and say it somewhere else. This just, it's live. It's, well, not live, but you know what I mean? I'm recording in the moment, so I can't really think about it as much. All right, so let's see. I did all that rinsing only to go back and see how much lather I have left. Because I'm going to do a lather wash here. See, the lather looks really good. But that was hidden deep in the brush, right? What I had on my face. Oh, wow. And that actually has that, everybody talks about the sheen of these nice tallow-based soaps when you lather them nicely. I don't know if you can see it, but this has it. So this lather here is perfect. I wish I'd started with this. But that was definitely enough for a third pass. And probably a wash. Oh yeah, so much. I'm not going to waste any of it. I hate wasting lather. Oh my God. Especially when it's nice like this. It smells like that. what the scent is. It's like there's something vaguely tropical about it, but it also smells like money. Maybe, and not like, money in your hand, riffling through the money and it's like, this is all mine. No, I mean like an executive man. That's what it smells like. Not that I'm sidling up to random executives to sniff them. I'll tell you one thing, once it gets up the nostrils, it's there for a bit. All right. So that shave was really nice and smooth. The soap smells amazing. And the performance, like it's like really slick. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. This is a really good soap. To be honest, I think I just kind of like Stirling as a company too. I can't remember the names, but seen a couple interviews with them, and just their whole idea and their whole way they run their business is really kind of like inspiring in a way, right? All right. Why did I wipe all that off? I need a little bit because now I'm going to use the alum stick. Okay, so there's definitely stinging down here where I had those weepers. So my neck was not ready for what I did there. I don't know why. The only razor I have that I am able to go against the grain on my neck without stinging or just annoyance is my 69 super adjustable. That's the I'm setting 1. That is the only razor that will let me do that successfully. And by successfully, I mean not painfully. Yeah, this is good. Except for other than the stinging down here, everything else is basically just tingly. All right. Since I've already committed to doing a longer video, I guess I'll just do everything and keep talking. So what's new? Yeah? I was going to pretend like you were responding. Like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure, I get it. When I was a kid, and I want to say middle school, like grade 4 or 4th grade, I've been in Canada too long. I say it the way they do. Grade 4. Anyway, I used to get in trouble. Like I had very high marks in school. Teachers all liked me. Not that I was a teacher's pet, but because I fell asleep in class a lot because I was kind of bored. But I went to middle school in Alabama, and the only time I used to talk, I used to talk to myself, or I'd sit there quietly and tell myself jokes and just laugh my butt off at my own jokes, or have these silly little stories that would just play through my head. I'd sit there and giggle in class. And it was, it could get disruptive. And finally, one time, I think, oh man, I want to say it was my English teacher. She sent me to the office to see Mr. Kirkham, the vice principal, Bobby Kirkham. And Bobby, Mr. Kirkham, had a paddle, a customized paddle. And it said, Bobby, right along. Oh my God, I still remember that thing. And he gave because I had not caused problems for anybody other than the teacher, and just because I was being a little disturbing class a little bit. Anyway, I got 3 licks. That's what they called it, like whack. And he was not playing around. It's like, I think he actually enjoyed using that paddle. Anyway, have I rinsed yet? Good Lord. See, that's what happens when I start talking. I feel my face starting to itch. And I like what the alum does for my skin if it's on there for about 30 seconds. But after that, it's like one of the most annoying feelings in the world. Anyway. Wipe the excess off, put this witch hazel and aloe on, which is also from Stirling. And this has lasted me a long time. So I bought the witch hazel and aloe that had vetiver in it, knowing that I liked the scent of vetiver, but not realizing they used a really smoky vetiver. So whenever I use this, it makes it seem like whatever scent you're putting on afterwards, it just makes it smell like, well, that was on fire. But it does really good things for my skin. I can tell the difference, even after just one shave. I also added a few drops of tea tree oil to that. So it's got vetiver essential oil and tea tree essential oil in here, along with the witch hazel and aloe. And on top of that, I'm going to use this light Nivea balm, which because it doesn't have a stopper or a restrictor. Sometimes when I'm not paying attention, I pour way too much out. So I'm going through this stuff much more quickly than I anticipated. Anyway, did I buy the cooling version? Sensitive Cool, yes. That's me, sensitive and cool. Yeah, that was too much. Anyway, so let me take this down to what's the summary here. Executive Man by Stirling. This is a great soap, great scent. Beef tallow based. I like it a lot. Leaves my face feeling pretty good. Not quite to the level of, I think the soap that the soap the cream that left my face feeling the best so far since the inception of my channel is the Yonka Barber Shave. And then next would be probably Valley of Fire by Talbot Shaving. And I think it was a collaboration with Katie's Bubbles. And then third, I'd have to say it's a tie. Oh, it's hard to say. It's either Tallow and Steel V3 base or Barrister and Man Omnibus base. Those 3, I would say, are the best. At least for immediate post-shave feel. After that, maybe, holy cow, sherbet base, I think, which was the Dolce Tobacco, or let me give the whole name, La Superior Dolce Tobacco. Yes, I learned how to speak French and Italian from Google Translate, and I did it poorly. But anyway, that's the shave. Dog's barking. I hope that's my shipment from Turkey. That's going to be a surprise. Anyway, see, Oh, like, share, subscribe. 4 rules of shaving. Uh-oh, somebody's home. 1 blade, no pressure, quality leather, deft hand. Thank you. Bye-bye.